How many would you say things are these days? Would you say that you're happy, very happy, pretty happy, not too happy? In our busy and mechanical life, we rarely get the chance to stop and consider the big drivers of happiness and our sense of purpose. Yes, on a second thought, this is the perfect time to launch a webinar on happiness. Namaskar. On behalf of Bhavan Center for Communication and Management, I, Sridevi, your host and moderator, cordially welcome you all to this webinar on happiness, the way of life. Honorable Director General Sir of BCCM, Dr. S.K. Tamotia Sir, Revered Vice Chairman of BCCM, General J.K. Mohanty Sir, Respected Additional Director General, BCCM, Colonel P.K. Sahu Sir, our dear Director cum Senior Dean Academics, Dr. Sujata Magaraj Madam, esteemed members of Board of Governors of Bhavan Center for Communication and Management, our respected keynote speaker of today's webinar, Dr. Ashok Kumar Sahu, former Executive Director HR NALCO, a HR consultant and corporate trainer, esteemed members of Think Tank Odisha, dear revered deans, directors, faculty members of business schools and industry experts, respected invitees and guests, my dear alumni, Jitu Prasad, who is going to give his opinions today as an alumni of Bhavan Center for Communication Management, my dear faculty colleagues, staff members of Bhavan Center for Communication Management, alumni and students of BCCM, a very good afternoon to all of you. Happiness is a butterfly, which, when pursued, is always just beyond your grasp, but which, if you will sit down quietly, may alight upon you. Happier people are healthier, but does becoming happier lead to a better health? The term happiness is too vague and too subjective and contains too many competing ideas. Happiness is used to denote everything from a passing good mood to a deeper sense of meaning in life. Religion, philosophy, and the arts have long considered happiness as a subject suitable for study. The sciences only have recently caught up now. The sources of wisdom help you identify the building blocks of happiness, that is, family, career, faith, friendship, and so on, and giving you the tools to use them to construct a life that is balanced and full of meaning and that serves your values. This webinar on happiness, the way of life, conducted during the pandemic, will help you to leverage a contemplative mindset while you have the time to think about what matters most to you. I hope the eminent resource persons will enrich your life and equip you to master the art of happiness. We at BCCM believe in the holistic development of the students and always strive for enhancing the happiness quotient of its students and all the members associated with BCCM. Established under the aegis of Bharati Vidya Bhavan, Bhavan Center for Communication and Management is an age-old institution with 119 centers, 367 institutions, and 9 centers abroad. And it runs number of leading business schools in India and abroad, and BCCM is one such institution. BCCM has been ranked fourth best business outstanding school in the B School of Excellence category by CSR GHRDC B School ranking in the year 2020. BCCM, though is a small institution, but is power packed with positive energy and happiness at all times. The curriculum is updated from time to time to enhance and upgrade the knowledge and skill set of the students, along with additional certificate courses on ERP, business analytics are also offered to the students, and also they are encouraged to do live projects in various areas in their areas of specialization, rural innovation, social sensitization, or it can be a community development. To ensure the mental well-being of the students, yoga is practiced throughout during the 2-year PGDM program. To inculcate ethics, values, and morals, they also undergo courses in Indian ethics, culture, and heritage and display their social responsibility as and when the need arises. The spirit of unity and belongingness is exhibited by the students while participating in various co-curricular activities. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now introduce an eminent academician par excellence who has been striving tirelessly for more than 3 decades to improve the benchmark of quality of Indian management education internationally. Dr. Sujata Mangaraj, our beloved Director cum Dean Academics, a doctorate in the field of human resource management. She has 35 years of rich experience in teaching, research, publication, training, academic administration, is an author, accreditation, mentoring, and consulting, and examiner in several reputed universities of the country. She has received several national and international awards for her contribution to the field of management education, and she is the first Indian to be honored with the prestigious Teaching Excellence Award in the year 2010 by ACBSP USA. Her outstanding research contribution awarded her with fellowship from ILO and NALCO and also visited Windsor University of Canada. At present, she is the National President of Association of Indian Management Schools, Executive Board Member of AMDISA, Member of AICTE, and Mentor and Evaluator of Accreditation Council of Business Schools and Programs, ACBSP USA. Dr. Mangaraj served as the Dean, School of Management Studies, Ravenshaw University, and is the chairperson of International Foundation for Research and Innovation, IFRI, a social science research organization. I now request Madam to deliver the welcome address. Madam, please.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Devi. A very good afternoon to all esteemed members present. Our Honorable Director General of Bhavan Center for Communication and Management, Dr. S.K. Tamotia, sir, Revered Vice Chairman of BCCM, Lieutenant General J.K. Mohanty, sir, respected Additional Director General, Colonel P.K. Sahu, sir, esteemed members of Board of Governors of BCCM, Revered Keynote Speaker of today's webinar, Dr. Ashok Kumar Sahu, former Executive Director, HR NALCO, NLP Master Practitioner, and MD, CSD, NLR, a very well-known consultant and trainer. Esteemed members of think tank, respected deans, directors, and faculty members of business schools and industry experts present, I see very well-known luminaries from industry are present here. Our esteemed invitees and guests, my dear alumni speaker for today's webinar, Mr. Jitu Prakash, dear faculty and staff members of Bhavan Center for Communication and Management, my dearest alumni and students, a very good afternoon to all of you. At the outset, I would love to extend a very warm and a hearty welcome to the keynote speaker of today's seminar, all esteemed members, participants, and students to this webinar being organized in a topic which is very, very relevant at a time when pandemic has locked all of us. Happiness is a universal human right, and it can be felt like a forbidden fruit. Happiness is a state of mind and has nothing to do with outside world. True happiness is one that comes from deep inside. Happiness is learning how to live and discover oneself. It's to realize that life is an invitation to feel deeper connection with oneself and to feel empowered. Happiness is to count the good people and the loveliest memories in our life. It is to be sure that when we reach the destination, we'll be proud of our journey. Happiness is a choice. Optimism, self-realization, gratitude, and satisfaction are major keys to happiness. Happiness is about practicing self-love, mindfulness, active consciously and with purpose and intention, positive energy, and celebrating the things we love that make us happy. Ladies and gentlemen, the World Happiness Report 2021 focuses on the effects of COVID-19 on the quality of people's lives and to evaluate how governments all over the world have dealt with the pandemic. It ranks the world's 149 countries on how happy their citizens perceive themselves to be, where India ranks 139th in this global ranking. The report presented the available global data on national happiness and reviewed related evidence from the emerging science of happiness, showing that the quality of people's lives can be coherently, reliably, and validly assessed by a variety of subjective well-being measures collectively referred to as happiness. The world is rapidly changing, and COVID-19 pandemic has impacted the world and the quality of people's life. The worst effect has been millions and millions of deaths, resulting in serious social welfare loss, greater economic insecurity, deep anxiety, disrupting every aspect of human life, and for many people, stress and challenges to physical health and mental well-being. Emotions changed more than life satisfaction, worsening due to lockdown and social distancing, self-isolation, posing a significant challenge for people's social connections, vital for their happiness. Shift to remote working and loss of employment due to pandemic has declined workplace happiness. Classroom happiness, teaching and learning has also been adversely affected, and it has impacted both the teacher and the students. Happiness has now become a part of the global policy agenda. In 2011, the United Nations General Assembly recognized happiness as a fundamental human goal in its resolution entitled Happiness Towards a Holistic Approach to Development. Accordingly, in 2015, World Happiness Report said educational institutions that prioritize learner well-being have the potential to be more effective with better learning outcomes and greater achievements in learners. This poses a significant challenge for society and families on how younger generations should be nurtured and prepared. This compels us to rethink the purpose of education more than merely improving the students' scholastic performance and considering critical linkages between happiness and our current education system. As all of us know, that the new education policy 2020 has focused on the happiness curriculum and opened new doors of reforms in the field of education at a global level, keeping students' mind focused in future work, living harmoniously with family and society, but most importantly, developing a holistic outlook and perspectives on life. Most of the leading business schools around the globe are now realizing to focus on value education and wellness training. You'll be happy to know that aligning with NEP 2020, IIM Jammu has inaugurated its Center for Happiness in March 2021, which is working towards the holistic well-being of students. IIM Bodh Gaya has been focusing on mindfulness to make students remain happy and contented. And I believe IIM Kolkata is much more ahead of other institutions established its Center for Human Values more than 2 decades back, and Professor S.K. Chakraborty was the director of the Center for Human Values. At Bhavan Center for Communication and Management, we are not only focusing on developing the students' knowledge quotient, but also emotional quotient, social quotient, spiritual quotient, adversity quotient, learning quotient, all leading towards happiness quotient. Bliss and absolute happiness are important part of our Indian scriptures, traditions, and culture. My dear student participants, like a mother's happiness lies with her child's achievement. Similarly, as teachers, when the teacher sees the students are happy, the teacher become much more happier than the family members' happiness. My dear students, being playful is the essence of student life. If you will be happy, I think each moment you will definitely find competitions, study, and examinations will become celebrations rather than stress. And dear students, during this pandemic and lockdown, all of you are missing the happiest moments of the classroom. So also, as teachers, we are missing all of you. And that happiness is no more that bubbling, and that satisfaction level is not very much there in the college campus. We all are missing you a lot. And here, I would also like to bring to the note that keeping all these in view, today's seminar has been conceptualized on the theme, happiness, the way of life. And our chairman, honorable chairman, late chairman, Major General Basan Mahapatra, the topic was very close to his heart. And in memory of our late chairman, if you, all of you like his happiness, you have seen him just like a young bubbling, and in his 80s, 90s also, he was looking like much more happier than all of you, than all of us. And I think the topic suits very much to his lifestyle and to his thought process and motto. And to address this topic, we have today a very well-known corporate leader, NLP master trainer, Dr. Ashok Kumar Sahu, former executive director, HR, NALCO, who will give a detailed presentation on the topic for the benefit of all participants. Our young alumni, Mr. Jitu Prasad, Deputy Manager at Axis Bank Limited, will share his experience of how the training at BCCL, coupled with his corporate experience, has groomed him to be optimistic and happy. Hope the participants will have many takeaways from these enriching deliberations. With this brief note, I once again welcome all the esteemed members, all the participants, all the students to this webinar, and wishing all of you a very happy, healthy, and blissful life. Thank you. Thank you all. Over to Madam Sridevi.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, ma'am. You have set the tone for the webinar with your welcome address, and rightly said, this webinar is a reflection of our beloved chairman. We miss him very much during this seminar. Now, may I have the privilege of introducing our eminent keynote speaker of today's webinar, Dr. Ashok Kumar Sahu, former Executive Director, HR, NALCO, a HR consultant and corporate trainer, advisor to RN. He is engaged by KPMG as an HR expert for framing and reviewing the HR policies. He is a certified practitioner in GameStorm, ANLP India, advanced life coach, emotional intelligence, and a certified hypnotist. And the list long. Dr. Sahu is a postgraduate in labor and social welfare and has been awarded his doctorate degree from IRPM Behrampur University. He has got more than 36 years of rich experience in the field of HR in both public and private sector organizations. Specialized in industrial relations, selection and recruitment, collective bargaining, negotiation, grievance handling, law and order are his areas of specialization. He is a member in the Long-Term Wage Settlement Committee, preparation of HR policy and manpower planning. He has to his credit many faculty assistance programs and Then they have been conducted by MDI Mushirabad, CII Kolkata, NIPM Bhubaneswar, MAC Bhubaneswar, Varan, Mumbai, to mention a few. He has also conducted many training programs for leading corporates like NALCO, NTPC, Rourkela, Rourkela NSPCL, Paradeep Port Trust, IFCO, IOCL, OHPC, OMC, Tata Power, and many more organizations are there. I think he has got a very vast experience, and if we go on reading his experience, it will take more than an hour to actually explain his rich experience. And today we are really honored to have you, sir. Besides this, he has also conducted many faculty assistance and orientation classes, motivation talks for students at both graduation and post-graduation level in many reputed business schools in the state on various topics, especially for students' interest, that is interview skills. And Dr. Sahu is a life member and past chairman of NIPM Utkal chapter, chief advisor of L&D Global Bhubaneswar chapter, former director of L&D Global Bhubaneswar, former member in the advisory board of Consortium of Human Resource Development Center, CHRD Bhubaneswar. He is a member in the Internal Quality Assurance Cell of Sri Sri University. He is a former member of State ESI Committee, former member of Board of Studies PG, former member of Board of Studies for PG Council of Utkal University. In recognition of his contribution and achievements in the field of HR, he received Global Eminence Award 2020 as an eminent HR professional from Bestow Edutex International, Mumbai, Maharashtra. He has also been facilitated by IRPM Department, Berhampur University, PMIR Department of Utkal University, Varsa Sahitya Sansad, Panchampalli Natya Mahotsav Damanjodi. And he has also interest in acting, directing, stage plays, and organizing various social and cultural programs besides this training programs. Sir, we are very much eager to listen from you. Actually, with this limited time, how you are able to do so many activities and what is the reason of your happiness, so that we can also implement those in our life and be happy. Sir, may I request you to deliver the keynote address?
Thank you, Sridevi.
Sir.
Thank you, Sridevi.
Yes,
and thank you, Bhavan's Institute Center of Communication and Management, and specifically to Dr. Sujata Mangaraj, who invited me for this webinar. And I am really humbled and grateful and thankful to all of you. And I'm really, my heartbeat has gone up when I see Dr. Tamotia and Lieutenant General Colonel Mr. Mahanti, Mr. Sahu, and so many dignitaries, Rajendra Senapati, so many, and the corporate directors, and my friends are also there. Ramya Patnaik is there, Sutar Babu is there, Mr. Sahu is there, R.N. Upadhyay is there, and so many other people are there, and Dr. Subhendu, Mr. R.N. Patnaik, my friend Navagan Pani, so many people are there. I am really, my heartbeat has gone up a little bit, and still I feel privileged that yes, I am in the midst of so many intellectual luminaries, and I will get enriched by today's discussion and talk. And I am sure, and I am also finding friends from Art of Living and Sanjog Group. I am finding Ma'am Sanjukta Patnaik, and I was told that Mr. Haradas will also join, and Mr. Dasrathi Misra, who is the CGM of, he was the CGM of Reserve Bank of India. He is also there and is associated with Art of Living. So I am really privileged and humbled, and I look forward for my contribution, sharing my thoughts for in this program. So once again, let me thank you all for being here, and I acknowledge the presence of all of you. And I am sure you might be able to see my PPT.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very much.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir, it is.
I will start with this. I will take the help of the PPT. I will take the help of the PPT. And Sridevi ma'am, you have to tell me if there is any question on the
Chat box.
if there is any question on the chat box, so that before that, may I all request you, because this pandemic, there are a lot of loss of life, and may I all request you to kindly have 1 minute silence for all those people, those who have passed away, all those doctors, authorities, politicians, and all those people, those who have come forward to help us during this period. May I request you all for 1 minute silence, please. Thank you. Now, let me start with a question. Are you happy today? You can write your comments on the chat box, and Sridevi ma'am, you can tell me whether what people are writing. Are you happy today?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How many are happy today?
Yeah, participants, please write your responses.
Yeah, please write your responses. Are you happy today?
Yes, sir. Most of the responses, only Prakash Naik sir is writing no.
No? Okay, good. So,
The rest all have written they're happy.
if so, why? What is the reason for your happiness? Or if it's not, why? What is the reason for your unhappiness? Can you please write in the chat box? You just have 10 seconds with you. What is the reason?
One is for happy for a healthy life, being
Happy
busy
for the
doing,
healthy life. Yes.
being busy doing what is possible, happy
Yes.
because getting plenty of time with family.
Wow.
I'm still alive, the main reason.
Wow.
Happiness keeps me moving.
Very
Listening to well-known speaker, no
Wow.
expectation.
good. So nice.
Myself alive and breathing.
Yeah, very
Today
good.
because my father-in-law is not okay. Prakash sir is not happy because his father-in-law is not well.
Oh,
Every situation is a gift of God. I have joined
wow.
Zoom meeting for a happy life.
I am so happy. I
Getting
am so
sleep in
happy to
comfortable
listen
way
all
without
these things.
disturbance.
Thank you, Sridevi. Thank you, Sridevi. I am so happy to listen that people are so happy and they are here. And a happy face, a smiling face is definitely is most welcome to this. So, why I am happy is that when I feel that why I am happy today, I feel that yes, I am happy because when I got up in the morning, I could see myself in the mirror. I could see myself in the smile of my wife. I could see myself on the charter butter of my friends during the morning work. I could see people around me here today. Why? It's because nowadays when we find that when you open the TV in the morning and you find that there are 3.so lakhs people are there is a death of 3.so like in COVID and all these things, and you feel lucky and you feel blessed that you are there today and you have woke up and seen the sunshine of today, and that is the reason I am happy today that yes, I am alive. I am alive. And I am able to talk to so many beautiful people here around me. And that is the reason I am happy. And so when we should celebrate that. We should celebrate that we are in this planet and we are still alive when we are listening many such stories, many such information, some message that my friend is not there, so and so is not there, so and so is not there, and all these things. So this is the reason for my happiness. This is the reason for my happiness. And I'm grateful to God. And one must have that positive mental attitude, how to be happy. What do you mean by positive mental attitude? Positive mental attitude, what I feel is that suppose I am not having a slipper, मेरे पैर में अगर जूता नहीं है, still I should be happy that मेरा तो पैर तो है ना, मेरे कलाई में घड़ी नहीं है, फिर भी मैं हैप्पी, खुश होना चाहिए मुझे कि मेरा कलाई है, मेरे फिंगर में अंगूठी नहीं है, फिर भी मुझे खुश होना चाहिए कि मेरा फिंगर तो है ना। ऐसे बहुत लोग हैं जिनके पास ये सब नहीं है। मेरे कान में बाली नहीं है, फिर भी मेरा कान तो है ना। And we are so confident, we are so fortunate that we are having all these things. We are having all these things. And let me tell you one thing which I have experienced. Once I had gone to a reputed company for admin. Admin, you can mute.
Now first, along with
when I had gone to give a lecture give a presentation in one of the corporate, at the time when it was about to start, the PS of the managing director, he came and told, sir, the managing director cannot come. I inquired what has happened. He told, sir, he is having some problem in the thumb and immediately his thumb is immovable and he has to go to Apollo Hyderabad immediately. So he has left for the airport and he will be flying to Hyderabad Apollo Hospital. And is it a big problem? Yes, sir, it's a big problem and he may have to spend around 5 to 7 lakhs rupees for the problem that he is encountering now. So, can you please see whether your thumb is there or not? Please check. So if it is there, please be happy that you have saved 4 to 5 lakhs rupees. And if you count all this thing, if you count each part of your body, how much it costs, then you will find that you are the owner of a beautiful body and that asset may be running to crores of rupees. So if that is the thing, then we should be happy and we have to be happy and we feel that for that we should be thankful to the God Almighty. Let me tell you another story. Once a gentleman came to the doctor and complaining that there was something severely wrong with him. And he was hurting all over and was very sad. In fact, when he got himself examined, he found that every test came normal. And the doctor said, there is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you. I will only advise you one thing. Go to the circus that is there nearby in the city. And there is a funny clown, there is a funny joker, and he makes people so happy, and you will also be happy there. And you go and visit that in the evening, and you will find that, and he will make you happy. And the gentleman said, sir, I am that joker, I am that clown who is making people laugh. So it is one thing to entertain others and be humorous, but quite another to be happy yourself. So each one of us somehow or other have encountered this unhappiness in life. Then happiness doesn't come by a talent or skill that you develop. So what do we do? Can you tell me what is what we Sujata ma'am has already told that happiness is a state of mind. He has given many things about happiness. He has said many things about happiness. What is your take? What do you feel that what is happiness? Can anybody write in the chat box? What is happiness? Sridevi ma'am, any Anything is there on the chat
No,
box?
sir, no response yet.
So what is happiness? What do you mean by happiness? Okay. So happiness, when we tell that it's a state of mind, much of the time our mind is like a balloon. It is a balloon that is floating in the wind. And whenever balloon blown here and there by external circumstances, the balloon comes this side, the balloon comes that side, balloon comes up and comes down, and all these things. So our mind is like that balloon. It is unstable. It is unstable. And when things are going well, they are going our way and we feel happy. And if something goes wrong and that is not going in our way, then we feel that, yes, we are not happy. For example, if we are forced to work with a colleague that we dislike, for example, if I am placed with another student to share with the same room in the hostel whom I don't like, then I feel unhappy. Or if something doesn't go in our way, then also I feel unhappy. So that is the thing that we feel that, yes, because of this thing. And what is happening here? We are depending on the external circumstances to be happy. So do you feel that we should be guided by the external circumstances to be happy or to be unhappy? If we are there, if we are mindful, then we should realize that, yes, we should not be guided by the external circumstances. Let us not outsource our happiness to somebody else. Let us not outsource our happiness to something else. Let us not be guided by the external circumstances. Let us not guide by the external circumstances. So that is what I feel, that yes, we should be happy inside, be happier inside. Hello, is there? Okay. So how do we cultivate that stable peace of mind that we can rely upon regardless of the external circumstances? How do we do that? Can anyone write it in the chat box? Can anyone write it in the chat box? Where we all work for happiness. If anybody is working, if anybody is becoming a CEO, if anybody is working in a company, if anybody is placing his son in a very good college school, if you are going to get your son marriage or daughter marriage, everything is for happiness only. And our parents have spent a lot of money for us to see that we are happy, and they will also be happy seeing us happy. So then
One response is there, sir.
Please.
Accepting everything gratefully and keeping calm at all times.
So nice, sir. Very good. That's a very
present moment is enough to be happy.
Yeah.
One response is conditioning of our mind.
Wow.
And one more is it is only a management of life, feeling, wants and expectations, etc.
Wow.
Just to make a habit to remain cool, raise our consciousness and never mind anything, take everything as it is.
Very good, very good. I'm so happy to have these responses from this intellectual gathering here. So what is the best thing in the life? What is the best thing in life? And what means that life is happy? When you laugh, you release a happy hormone. And you might be wondering why happiness is so important. So if you believe, as I do, that happiness is a choice and not a skill. Happiness is a choice and not a skill. And happiness is a part of our life. This is the very meaning of our life. Let us find out what is happiness in the context of life. I will only tell two things. This is the only one thing, that your life energizes are happening. Your life energies are happening in more exuberant way than it normally happens. When you are happy, you find that how happy you are, and how you perform. It's like going around the bonfire. Your chest expands. Your chest expands. You have a smile on your face, and you dance, and that means that your life energies are going, and you are becoming joyful. You are becoming ecstasy. And what is the other things? That is depression. And when depression means your life energies have become low and stale. So what do you prefer? What do you prefer? Would you like to be happy, or you would like to be depressed? And everything that what we are doing is towards happiness only. And to think about your childhood, when you are in you are at the age of 4 or 5, how happy you are. And now you tell me in the last 24 hours how many happy moments you are, how many energetic moments you have. And that time, perhaps at that point of time when we are at 4, 5 or 6 years age, we are always happy, and somebody has to make us unhappy. And now the thing is that somebody has to make us happy, and somebody has to crack a joke. Somebody has to make our external circumstances such that we feel happy. And that is the life, that is where we are now at present. So, and then you think about 100 years ago, what was that we are now having, and what is that we are having today? If you think science and technology that has come in a blessed manner in our life, in this planet, we are having everything that we want. You are having something on your hand, that is the mobile, and you feel that once the mobile is there, the whole world is with you. You can do whatever you want. And everything, every knowledge, everything is with you, and you can be happy. But still, are you happy? Are you happy? Is that science and technology which are having, and everything is at our fingertips, everything is at our command, are we happy? We are having four-wheelers which are having 1200 and 1500 horsepower, which the kings were also not having earlier. So, are you happy? That means there are many ways describing happiness, but only those who are happy, they know what it means to be happy. What it means to be happy. And there is nobody who has not been happy, but the problem is we are not able to maintain it. Can anybody tell me that, yes, I was not happy? Can anybody tell me that, yes, I was not happy at any point of time in my life? We have all reached this point of time, and everybody must be having some happiest moment in life. Then why we are not been able to maintain that? What is the problem? Why you have not been able to maintain that? Okay. Can anybody tell? Can anybody write it in the chat box? Why we are not been able to maintain that happiness? Any response in the chat box, Sridevi ji?
Yes, sir. Some points come on a daily basis. Wants are the reasons.
Wow. Wants have gone up. Can you just tell me when you will be happy and what you need to be happy? Can anybody write in the chat box, when can you be happy and what you need to be happy? If we are not happy now, if we are not happy today, if we are not able to maintain our happiness, what is that?
Mental peace.
Yes?
Mental peace, they are telling, sir.
Wow, mental peace. And when
we are satisfied, we can be happy.
If we are satisfied, we can be happy. Then?
Calmness in the present moment.
Yeah, very good. Then?
Just be happy. That's
just
all.
Just be happy. Very good.
That's all.
That's all. Very good.
Life is vast, so we should be happy.
Yeah.
We achieve something, then we feel happy.
Yeah,
Success,
very good.
all things happening to us, all good things happening to us.
I'm so thankful and grateful to all these learned people, and please remember that don't put any condition to your happiness. Don't put any condition to your happiness. If my son gets admission in this engineering college, I will get happy. If my daughter gets married to someone, then I will happy. If I am getting divorced, then I will be happy. Don't put any condition. You be happy right at this moment, because happiness is the present moment. Happiness is there in the present moment. And I recollect one dialogue from the film Munna Bhai MBBS. I'm sure everybody must have watched this film. Sridevi ji, have you watched this film Munna Bhai MBBS?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
I will tell one thing. In that there is a dialogue. There is a dialogue. ये मत सोचो कि जिंदगी में कितने पल हैं. ये मत सोचो कि जिंदगी में कितने पल हैं. ये सोचो कि हर पल में कितनी जिंदगी है. Don't count the life and how much time you are having. You think that in every moment how much energy you are having and how you are enjoying that. So that should be our the philosophy for happiness. I will tell the four things, the four quadrants of happiness. What is that four quadrants of happiness? As for me, here I am dealing it in a different way. This blockage-free happiness. And another thing is that chemicals, that means that is hormone. And another thing is that lifestyle. And one more thing I will talk, that is the neurological levels in our life. What is that? What is that? What do you mean by blockage-free happiness? What we are telling is that we remain at this present moment. This present moment is very important, because the past is gone and future is uncertain. And mostly in this COVID period, you do not know what will happen tomorrow. So, and don't think about the past. That is already gone. That will make you sad. That will bring sorrow for you. And for the future, it will bring anxiety for you. And the right time is this present moment. And be happy at this present moment. People ask me, how can I be happy always? And my guru has told that remove always. Be happy right now. And every moment be happy. If I am giving a lecture here today, right now I am happy, because hundreds of people are listening to me. What is happening in the other room, what my wife is doing, what my neighbors are doing. I'm not bothered. And sometimes what is happening, that we are devaluing the happiness. Devaluing the happiness. I will ask one more question. Can you please tell me whether happiness can be measured? Can happiness be measured? Anyone?
No.
No.
No, sir. No answer, sir.
No. No answer? Or it's
One
not?
yes is there, sir. One yes is there. Most of the answers are no, sir. One yes is there.
Yeah. And who has told yes?
Chittaranjan Sahu, sir.
Yes, Chittaranjan Sahu is a member in the Art of Living, and he is from NALCO, and he knows that yes, happiness can be measured. Happiness can be measured, and there is a formula also how happiness can be measured. And anyway, this I am not going to discuss right now at this point of time. How happiness can be measured, but happiness can be devalued. How it can be devalued? I will give you one example. When I go along with my wife to purchase something, suppose I have gone to purchase a sari and all this thing, and she selects after 1 hour, 1 and a half hour, she will ask which sari I will take. and suppose I tell something, then she will tell that, no, I like this one. And she will purchase that one and come back to house. And again, once she has come back, then she will tell that, no, perhaps the other one was better. So the happiness that was there at the time of purchasing that is already gone. Then if you find it somewhere else that sari is available at a lesser price in some other shop, then your happiness is gone. When you are going to a restaurant and you are ordering for a masala dosa, and you find that when your masala dosa as order is yet to come, and you find that somebody is having some rava dosa with all spicy thing, then you will think that, Arey, I should have ordered rava dosa. Yeah, it is looking very nice. That I am devaluing my happiness. There are many examples. So it's like a balloon. When a balloon is the symbol for happiness, is it not? And if you have a small pinprick in the balloon, the air will go out. The air will go out. And this slowly, the balloon will shrink. And it's like that. Any happiness, and you have some issues, something is there in your mind that takes out the happiness from you. So we are not discussing much about that. Now, what is this chemical? Because happiness is related to chemicals. Happiness is related to chemicals. What is that? That we have hormones. What is that happy hormone? We have dopamine, the reward chemical that is released during pleasurable situations. That is released during pleasurable situations. And anything you do which is pleasurable for you, for the happiest moment for you, dopamine is released. Once that is released, then you become happy. Then serotonin, that is a mood stabilizer, more sensitive to diet than any other neurotransmitter. And when you are having a standard diet, when you are having a balanced diet, that gives more of serotonin to you. And oxytocin. Oxytocin is known as the love hormone released during your intimate moments and childbirth. Anything. And all these things are being guided, all these things, the hormones that helps us to remain happy. And endorphin, when you are doing exercise, when you are doing running, this is released, and that helps you. That helps you after the exercise to cope up with that pain and all these things. If somebody is there and afraid of if there is किसी ने पागल कुत्ता छोड़ दिया मेरे पीछे और मैं भाग रहा हूँ, that time this hormone is released, and this gives you strength to face that type of situation. And that is the and all our mind, everything is there, and the chemical helps us. The chemical helps us in maintaining that happiness. Or if we are not having that right type of thing, then we are going to sadness. And it is being told, if you are, and that happy hormone is when people now are going and helping the people, those who are in COVID, कोई लेके खाना देता है, कोई लेके कुत्तों को देता है, कोई लेके ऑक्सीजन बांटता है, कुछ ना कुछ करते हैं, and they are getting that happy hormone. And not only that, if you are watching that and you are happy, arey, what a nice job he's doing, what a good gesture from these people, and then you feel that happy hormone is also being released, and that is why you are also feeling happy. Then, and these are the things, you go for exercise, let you get this proteinous food, you hug somebody, you have some relaxation exercise, laugh as if nobody is watching you. Then spicy food, it's a different thing, is that when spicy food is there and you feel that pinch in your tongue, and that the other hormone is generated, and that helps you. And sleeping, when you are taking rest, that hormone is also coming, and that is. And bright colors, why we like to put on bright garments, colorful garments, because we want to be happy. Chocolate, you show the chocolate to a small boy, small girl, kid, and he is so happy. And so, and then music. Music is the life. Music, songs, dance, anything, any cultural thing. And I know Dr. Tamotia is attached with so many social and cultural groups. And he is so happy every time you see him, every time you watch him, in spite of the age. And I don't tell that his age is more. He is still a young person because he is young by heart. And that gives him a lot of pleasurable experience. So that is the thing. And if we talk about that, there are three things that we need. This is our body, mind, and breath. We must take care of that. What do you do for the body? Because we want a disease-free body, stress-free mind, and quiver-free breath. This is the what do you say? This is the mantra one should have. This is the mantra one should have: a disease-free body, quiver-free breath, and stress-free mind. What is stress? We tell that we have to manage stress, and a lot of my trainers friends are there, HR friends are there, and we are being hired for taking classes on how to manage stress. Each stress is to be managed. Sometimes I laugh at that. It's only because that we are not able to manage the other things in our life. That's why. And let that be, so that we get some classes also. Okay, I don't tell that there should not be any stress. Let that be there, so that we also can conduct classes. But is it that? It's because, and we have to manage our family, we have to manage our life, we have to manage our finance. And only because that we are not able to manage, that's why we are developing stress. Here the Prime Minister is under stress, and the chaprasi of office is also stressed. Here the unemployed person is under stress. Here the employed person, CEO, is also under stress. Each and every person who is having a job, he is under stress. Who is not having a job, he is under stress. And each and every person is having a stress because we are not able to manage our life. And how can we do that? We that body, mind, and breath. And we must have a disease-free body, stress-free mind, and quiver-free breath. That is, my guru has told like this. And I am a member of Art of Living organization. And my guru has told me, what is that? Disease-free body. That means you have to have proper food, you have to have proper exercise, and you have to have a right amount of rest. Food, exercise, and rest. These are the ingredients for a body. Because once you not maintaining that body, and right now everybody is concentrating upon body, because you have to improve your immune system. You have to increase your immune system. Everybody is telling that immune. अभी कोई बोल रहा है ये काढ़ा पियो, चाय मत पियो, काढ़ा पियो, ये खाओ, वो खाओ, ये खाओ. Everything people are now telling. And from the WhatsApp University we are getting a lot of advice, and we are also telling, मिसेस को बोलते हैं तुम आज थोड़ा सा वो अदरक में वो तुलसी और हल्दी डाल के बनाना थोड़ा काढ़ा. She also finds out from her friends that no, I have found out from Mrs. Sharma that she is taking regularly, or Mr. Sharma is taking regularly. That's why they are very happy. They are very, and Mr. Sharma is not having blood pressure. And so I will give it to you also from today. Okay, very good. I'm taking, I'm not taking tea. I'm taking 1 cup of milk with desi ghee and pepper and haldi in place of tea. Like that. So many things we are doing to boost up our immunity. And then proper food, proper exercise. Each one of us are now conscious about our health, and we are going for that. So for everything, if I go on telling every detail, maybe will not be, the time will not be sufficient, and people are going for pranayam. And I am also going for that. I am also doing for that. I am doing that yoga, pranayam, walking, everything I am doing. And that right amount of rest, you must take rest. At least 6 hours a day, you must take rest for 6 hours a day. So that is, once you are taking rest, then you are rejuvenating. You are getting again you are getting the energy for your next day. And if that is so, once your body becomes asset, once your body is asset, if you do all these things, your body is an asset. If you are not doing that, then the body becomes a liability. A diseased body is always becomes a liability. Now, and I was telling you another thing, that laughter. So that is one beautiful thing. Please, I was telling you that please remember how many times you have enjoyed in the past and how many times you are enjoying this present moment. Don't watch this TV, and if you are watching also, don't take it that yes. And whatever is happening, please keep yourself in that particular moment and tell that there's yes, nothing will happen to me. Be affirmative. Tell some affirmations, and tell that even if there is something, I am taking some positive remedial measures so that I will be happy. I will be happy. And laughter is another thing where you can boost your thing, and people do so many things. There is the laughter. There are 16 types of laughters are there. There are so many laughter clubs are there. There are so many things are there. Lassi laughter, so income tax laughter, so many types of laughters are there. So we are born with the gift of, what is that? We are born with the gift of laughter, and it is being serious that we learn laughing right now. And if we are happy, and that happy hormone is generated, that is called oxytocin. It is a hormone that lifts us when we share our experience with others. Even just making ourselves smile puts us in a better place, puts us in a better place. So learn to laugh and live all over again. And that is the mantra for your life. That is the mantra for your life. You see a small flower, you know that its life is for maybe for 1 day or 2 days. Still, it blooms so nicely and gives pleasurable moment to other people. Let me not be the pine tree, so that I will go upward like Amitabh Bachchan, and there is nothing there where I can contribute. I know pine has also a lot of contribution to human, and I can be a small flower also, which is there under the ground, under your feet, and flower is flower gives you pleasure, gives you happiness, and the flower loves. So these are this is a moment. These are earlier our gurus, they were going for asanas with props, and now what is happening? Now this is the other way. People are going for this. This is the thing. This is the thing. People are going for this. So don't do it in a different way. Do it in the right way. And don't get confused with so many information that is coming in the WhatsApp, that is coming in the mail, so many things. Don't get confused. Now, forget about that and concentrate that what is to be taken out of that and what is to be left out of that. Now, while your body experience, your mind perceives, because body and mind are the part of the same system. Body and mind are part of the same system. That's why while your body experience, your mind perceives. Anything happens, अगर कोई मुझे यहाँ थप्पड़ मार दिया, तो मेरा mind में immediate होता है, उफ, करके मैं पकड़ लेता हूँ. Why? इसको तो मार हुआ है, मेरे mind में क्यों ऐसा हो रहा है? If there is a nail that pinches my foot, then I'm getting scared. My mind tells, oh, something has happened. If something has happened. So while body experiences, mind perceives. That means the state of mind, if it is stressed, if it is angry, if it is frustrated, if it is clogged up, if it is complaining, then it becomes stressful. It becomes stressful. Your mind has to be cleaned up. And if you are calm, centered, focused, cool, and balanced, then that gives you a lot of positivity and possibilities to live. So somebody has already written in that, yes, that calmness of mind and all these things. So what do you feel? That quality of life depends on the state of our mind. So let us keep our mind in that state. As I told you, that disease-free body, stress-free mind, and quiver-free breath. And with our breath, lot of emotions are connected with that. So if we want to have all those emotions, let us have control. But the least thing that we are giving attention is to our breath. Sometimes you sit in Sukhasana and see the flow of your inhale and exhalation. Hello. And last slide
Yes, sir.
is the neurological level. What is this neurological level? You are in an environment. Look at the bottom of this thing. You are in an environment. If you are not feeling comfortable, change your environment. If you are not able to change your environment, change your behavior. If you are not able to change your behavior, then, or if you need something to change your behavior, have the capabilities. Capabilities mean training, webinar, some learning, something. And if you are still, it is there, if you even after learning also, you do not have the belief that nothing will happen to me, but the COVID cannot do anything to me, then you have to change your belief and values. And thereafter, you have to think about your identity. Here, a lot of people during this COVID stage, they are encountering a negative environment. That how you can change that negative environment to positive environment through your behavior, and if you do not have that, then how can you acquire that capability to cope up with that type of situation? And what belief should you have? There are a lot of people, those like me, this I have not taken it negatively, although I know that these are the things that is happening. I have utilized this time in acquiring a lot of certification. What certification that you are reading that I have acquired during this last 1.5 years only. That last 1.5 years only. And that I feel that is the thing I have done something positive. And your identity, what do you mean? How do you create your identity? Now, people have gone and created that identity. Somebody is very sympathetic and empathetic, and he's distributing, or you are distributing food. Somebody is distributing oxygen. Somebody is going and taking care of the old people. And you are having an identity that, yes, you see the person, although he is not having anything, but you see he has come forward to help others. And then what you decide, what is your mission? And that is spirituality. What is your purpose? And you have to attach a purpose to whatever you are doing. And if that is the purpose is sacrosanct, and you have to decide. People are telling that God has sent you for a purpose, and God has not told what is the purpose. You have to decide what is the purpose, and you have to work on that. So this is what is the neurological levels that we have to see. So now, if we are in such a time now, that where the time itself is challenging and people themselves are working under many challenges. So freshness and fitness as well as resilience is of utmost importance in such a situation. Well, I'm not telling that you be happy, have positive mind all the time, and you don't be anger, don't be angry upon anybody, don't feel sad, don't feel stressed up. The thing is that the resilience, how quickly you can come back to that. If you are quickly coming back to that original situation, and you are knowing that, yes, I can do, and I can have the positive mental attitude, that what I was telling in the, then that is the best thing you can do. And I tell you, there are certain presuppositions. If there are, I have read, there are 31 presuppositions of, I am an NLP practitioner, and in that I have raised 31 presuppositions of NLP, and that is helpful in life. And I am giving you something. Choice is better than no choice. Choose whether you want to choose to be happy or don't want to be happy. The choice is yours. Like we tell that whether you want to helmet or don't want to helmet, the choice is yours, because the head is yours. If you are meeting an accident, I am not losing my head. Choice is better than no choice. Have a choice. And our jobs, our day starts with the choice only. Because we, from the birth to death, we tell from B to D. The in between there is a C, and that C is choice. From once you get up in the morning, the choice is that whether you are using Dantakranti paste or Colgate paste or anything, and which coffee you are taking, whether brew coffee, Nescoffee, or coffee or tea, if tea with milk or without milk, like so many things. So our life starts with choice. And mind and body, as I told you, are part of the same system. That is a presupposition. And if you are keeping your mind in a healthy condition, your body will also be there. If your body is in healthy condition, your mind will also be in a healthy condition. All the resources is present with us. Each and every person is having all the resources within us only. You don't have to find it outside. And you have to see how you are utilizing that resources. And then positive change come by adding positive resources. If you want any positive thing, you add positive resources. And the last one is, there is nothing called failure, only feedback. There is nothing called failure. So people tell that there is failure. No, I am telling the students also, don't think that there is any failure. If there is any failure, it's not a failure. Take it as a feedback and work upon that, so that your belief system will be there. And once you are having that belief, then you can have the capabilities. And once you are having the capabilities, you can take action, and that action will give you the result. And that result will again make your values and beliefs more stronger and stronger. So this is what is life. So life is too short to keep solving problems one after another. Wake up and see problems are getting solved by themselves. You just keep smiling. That is what my guru has told me. And I'm keeping smile. I'm keeping a smile. And that smile, it should be your brand ambassador for every. पर ढलती है, जैसे रेत मुट्ठी से फिसलती है, सिकवे कितने भी हो किसी से, फिर भी मुस्कुराते रहना, क्योंकि ये जिंदगी जैसे भी है बस एक बार ही मिलती है. ये जिंदगी बस एक बार ही मिलती है. एंड बी हैप्पी विथ योर बेस्ट हाफ, क्योंकि जो लम्हा साथ है उसे जी भर के जी लेना. कमबख्त, ये जिंदगी भी भरोसे की काबिल नहीं है. कब क्या हो जाएगा क्या पता. सो अभी इस पल को जी लो. मैं तो कहता हूँ जियो तो फूलों की तरह और बिखरो तो खुशबू की तरह. When you are living, live like a flower, and if you are no more, then you be like a fragrance, so that you spread it in the life. So this is what is from my side. Thank you very much. And if you are having any questions, I am available. I am available. So
thank you very much, sir, for your kind words.
Looking into the time constraint,
I
have looking into the time constraint, I have gone to this much only. So thank you so much. I am stopping the screen sharing. So any questions, sir? And I know there are many intellectuals are here, and they can also answer the questions if somewhere I am going wrong.
So before we go into the question and answer session, I think our alumni will share his experiences.
Please,
So
please.
Thank you very much, sir, for your lucid
Sir, I
presentation.
acknowledge the
and you have
presence of
very
Mr.
nicely
Shamacharan Padi. Mr. Sunil, so many people are there. I am so happy to see you. And the Padiva's smile is really infectious. Okay, Sridevi, it is for you to, you please take over.
Mrs. How is also
Thank you,
listening
sir.
your talk.
Thank you, sir. And you have rightly said that no external force should guide our happiness. We are the master of our own happiness. With the right attitude towards life, we can bring happiness in our life. Now, I have the privilege of introducing one of my dear students, Mr. Jitu Prasad. Jitu, are you there? Can you hear?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear. Am I audible to you now?
Yes. Now you are audible and you are visible. So on behalf of your
Thank you,
alma
ma'am. Thank
mater, we welcome you to this webinar. And let me introduce Jitu to the audience. He is a 2017 pass out batch from BCCM, and he has got 4 years experience in the field of microfinance and banking. He started his career in Crisis Financial Services Limited as a regional manager. Then he worked as assistant manager in HDFC Limited, and currently he is the deputy manager at Axis Bank India Limited. And I would like to also share that he is an all-rounder, and he is the gold medalist of that batch, and he is the topper of that batch. And he has got his placement from the institute, and his placement also, out of all the 200 participants, I think he was the only one who has been selected in that placement. So these are few credentials, and he has got a right attitude towards his seniors and juniors also. So Jitu, we would like to know from you how the training at BCCM has helped you to enjoy your success in your career and be happy at all times. Yes, Jitu. Mr. Jitu Prasad.
Yes, ma'am. First of all, thank you, ma'am. Hello. Hello. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are audible. Jitu.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, you are
First of all, thank
audible.
ma'am.
You can speak.
Actually, I was not. I can speak, no? Okay. Thank you, Sujata ma'am, and thank you, Shridevi ma'am, for inviting me to this prestigious virtual meeting. And I would like to share my experience throughout Bhavan and my work experience as well. So, first of all, the 2 years I spent in Bhavan was the best 2 years of my life that I can bet upon, because I made very good friends and the faculties were too good. They took care of each and every students like their own child, and nurturing was there. Each and every facility was there in the college, take it upon library, the hostel facility was there, Wi-Fi was there, good campus is there. The main point I would say that the location is very good of the college. It is near to a railway station, near to a bus stand, near to the market. So the location is very good. And coming to the faculty members, each and every faculty members were very polite. They are like family, I would say. And that has helped me, and not only me, they have helped many of my friends to grow there, to improve themselves in many ways. Like I had an inferiority complex regarding stage, so I used to host the programs, and that helped me a lot to get away from my fear. And since the topic is about happiness, so I would like to share that recently United Nations had released a report regarding happiness index report. And can anyone tell me which country is the happiest country in the world as per the latest report? Can anyone tell me among the participants?
Denmark.
Finland.
Denmark.
Yes. Why is it so? The rank of India and about the Indian rank. What is the rank of India?
100.
Lost 100.
139.
One,
139.
139.
It's 139 out of 149. Means you can compare. Finland is just a small country of 55 lakh population, and India is 1.3 billion. Means you can compare. Means what they are following. What are their mantras to be happy? And as Ashok sir was also telling that happiness can be measured, but he did not wanted to go very deep inside that topic. I just want to tell few things, few parameters that are considered while measuring this. That is GDP per capita, health life expectancy is there, freedom to make life choices are there, social support is there, generosity is there, and absence of corruption. These all together form a good governing body, happy people. So entirely all the means the citizens are taken very good care. So this makes a country very happy. So what we can do to be very happy, I think in the college our professors used to give us practical knowledge as well as the theoretical knowledge. They share their own experience. Like one point I always remember, Shukla sir has told about 4C. I don't know whether he had shared with you guys or not. That 4C was complain, compromise, compare and compete. This 4C I have followed in my college and even in my workplace also. Now what these 4 C's are? First is complain. You should never complain about the situation you are in. See, this is natural thing. You have means get yourself stuck. Either you have get stuck yourself in that situation or it's a natural thing. So you don't have to complain that, rather you have to find a way to get out of it. You have to find a way to solve that problem. And you should not complain all the time. Like when I was in college, there were few students who used to complain that teaching is not good. What about placement? Means they have just got admission in the college. They have completed around 1 month or 2 months, and they are thinking about placement. That is 2 years away from that. Means they are taking a lot of pressure about the thing which is going to happen in 2 years. भाई तेरे पास 2 साल है खुद को तैयार करने के लिए. So use that period ना. Use that particular moment. There are faculties, they will train you. They will give you good feedback. They will give you good inputs to improve. So that is the thing I think you should take into account. Second is compromise. Yes, we should learn how to adjust at various circumstances. Like every time what we want, we will not get that. But yes, we can adjust. But at the same time, you should not compromise with your aim or goal which you are aiming at. Okay, so that is the second thing. Third is compare. So comparison is very, what you can say, gives us stress, frustration. Why is it giving us stress? Because we tend to compare ourselves with other. We never know what situation you are in. You never know what the situation the person you're comparing with, he is in. Okay, he might have all the facilities to perform, to get a particular job or to get a particular education in a college. But take yourself, think about yourself, which situation you have come from, what are the sources you got. So you should not compare with others, rather you should compare yourself. Before 1 month, what you achieved, now at the present situation, at what position you are. Okay, so that is the best thing to do. Next is compete. Competition also, sometimes we compete with others like our friends or maybe our colleagues, and we try to break several records. So that is a type of competition. You should not compete with others, rather you should compete with yourself, I feel. Like you can think of at what stage you were before 1 month or 1 year, and now what you have achieved or what you are going to achieve. So these are the few things I would like to share, I wanted to share. And Ashok sir also shared a dialogue from a movie that about life, ki zindagi kaisi rahegi karke. That I don't remember. I actually remember a movie which was showed to us in the Bhavan as well, and that was Anand movie, that was starred by Rajesh Khanna. And उसमें एक लाइन था, बाबू मोशाय जिंदगी बड़ी होनी चाहिए, लंबी नहीं. तो उसमें मेरे ख्याल से he was suffering from a cancer, and he knew मीन्स कुछ जल्दी उसको पता चल गया था, तो ही स्टार्टेड लिविंग वेरी हैप्पीली एंड ही यूज्ड टू मीन्स टेल अदर्स दैट यू शुड लिव योर लाइफ वेरी हैप्पीली. आपको अच्छा जिसमें लगता है आप वो काम कीजिए. लाइक मुझे क्या करने में अच्छा लगता है, कुछ आई हैव फ्यू पपीज इन माई हाउस. आई लव टू प्ले विद देम, आई लव टू फीड देम. So that makes me happy. During this pandemic, they were with me, and that was a good thing I have. I cook delicious food and eat. मुझे खाना बनाने का बहुत शौक है, तो at free times I used to watch YouTube or sometimes call Sridevi ma'am to ask some recipe. Okay, कि ये कैसे बनेगा. So that also helps me. Now एक चीज़ हम कर सकते हैं, खुद को रिवार्ड कर सकते हैं to make ourselves happiness, to make ourselves happy. कैसे कर सकते हो? Suppose हमने एक टारगेट अचीव करना है और हमने उस गोल को सेट किया है, बट आप सडनली कोई गोल को अचीव नहीं कर सकते. यू नीड सम टाइम. सपोज मैं भी कुछ प्रिपेयर कर रहा हूँ, तो वो अचीव करने के लिए सडनली मैं अचीव नहीं कर सकता. आई हैव टू ब्रेक दैट गोल इनटू स्मॉल टारगेट्स और स्मॉल गोल्स. और उन गोल को अचीव करने के बाद मैं खुद को रिवार्ड करता हूँ बाय वॉचिंग एनी एपिसोड्स ऑफ वेब सीरीज. सो वो आप कर सकते हो इन एनी मैनर, आपको जिसमें भी सही लगे आप कर सकते हो. ठीक है. उसके बाद आई फील वेरी हैप्पी व्हेन आई हेल्प अदर्स. तो ये एक अच्छा तरीका है, जैसे आपको अच्छा लगता है कुछ करने में, यू फील गुड बाय हेल्पिंग अदर्स. सो दैट इज ऑल. मैम
Yes.
और कुछ कर सकते हैं क्या? हो गया और तो ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं है.
Okay, Jitu, then thank you very much.
थैंक यू मैम. थैंक यू मैम.
Thank you very much for sharing your experiences, your own thoughts on happiness,
यस
and
मैम.
how the students can groom themselves to be happy even in this pandemic situation. A few questions are there in the chat box. So one question I would like to share with the resource person. In today's generation, everyone is busy with their work. Do you feel that you have to work hard and be miserable in order to happy later?
Who has asked this question?
Amit Kumar Mohanty, sir.
Amit ji, can you unmute and talk to me?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, what are you doing, Amit?
I'm a student of Bhavan.
Okay, what do you want to know?
Sir, actually, I know now everyone is working for something to achieve their goal. Now they are working now very hard to achieve. They feel if he achieve this in this time, then he may be happy in later. Is it possible or not?
They feel?
They feel that now if he work hard, then he get happy in later. Is it possible or not?
You see, as I told that happiness is a state of mind, and one need not depend on the outside resources for happiness. Your outside circumstances should not influence you, although when I am telling this, that influence to some extent. Then what is the best possible thing that you can engage yourself during this pandemic? What is the best possible thing? Because this situation, you have to, that's an emotion. How you are going to change that emotion, and how you are going to set your goal. Because this goal is not only one. There is the one we are going for the goal setting. There are several things in the life cycle. It is your career, it is your finance, it is social relationship, it is your health, and which one you want to attend first, or which two things if you want to attend, then whole of your life cycle, life's goal will be achieved. So as you are a student, you must find out what is the goal in your life, and there is a life, there is a cycle, there is a circle is there, goal setting, and I also do goal setting. So if for detailed thing, what for your personal thing, you can note down my number and you can connect me. I don't want to spoil the times of others. It will take a little bit more time. And once you talk to me, I will advise you what is to be done. Thank you, Amit.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
There are few more questions are also there.
Ashok sir, can I add something to this?
Why not?
Hello, Amit. Hello.
Yes.
Amit, you actually asked a very good question that working hard today will means make you happy in later. Actually, success, what I feel is success does not guarantee you happiness. Okay, because with time and with life cycle, our expectations and happiness changes from time to time. Because as a student or as a young lad, you would be wanted to earn more and more money. You want to reach to a high position, but with time, maybe your priorities will change maybe after you're getting married or you have a family, then your priorities will change. You will want to spend time with your family. So I think it will that success will make your life comfortable, but it will definitely not guarantee you happiness. So that can be changed, because happiness can only be felt and it is related to something. Satisfaction means once you start satisfying yourself with small things, then definitely you will be happy at every stage of life, what I feel.
Thank you.
Yes, but nowadays everyone is maybe in comfortable, but not in happy. What is the main difference between comfortable and happiness?
See, that is what sir was telling, na? That is there in your hand.
Yeah,
How you
everything
make
is there in
yourself
your
happy,
hand.
how you-
Still, you are not comfortable. You are there in the your AC room is there. Your vehicle is there. Your mobile is there. You are talking to. Still, you are, because this is an internal thing. Happiness is an internal thing. It doesn't depend on the external thing. And how you make yourself happy, you have to have your own definition of happy. Somebody is telling that, yes, if I am reading, I am happy. Somebody is telling that I am listening to the music, I am happy. Somebody is telling that if I am going out and helping people, those who are distressed, I am happy. So you have to find out your own definition of happiness.
Amit, actually I can explain you with an example. Like I wanted to visit Bhavan. From last 3 years I haven't visited Bhavan. So I want to meet all my faculties. Now I have 2 or 3 options. I can take a bus from here. I can take a sleeper coach in a train. I can go with the AC coach as well. So my happiness is meeting my faculties. Okay, not the I can take a train with AC, that will give me comfortable journey. But my happiness is meeting my teachers or meeting my faculties. So that depends on what makes you happy. That is something. Comfortable is, yes, you have enough money to afford for a AC coach or something, but yes, your happiness will definitely depends on what you actually need to get happiness or what you actually want. That is.
Thank you.
Sir, one more question.
Yes.
Sir, we know that money can't buy happiness, but our generation thinks happiness is in things, luxury items, and money. Instead of helping people and doing good work, what is your advice in this regard, sir? He is
We know
Jagdish, a
that money
student of
can't buy
this.
happiness, but your generation thinks happiness is in things.
Yes,
Luxury
sir. It
items
is in
and
monetary
money.
things. What is meaning is it is in monetary things.
Okay. I will whatever you want, I will give you everything, and I will confine you in a room for throughout the lifetime. Will you be happy? Now, even if we have money, you are not able to go out. You are not able to purchase things. You are not able to spend it. So, as I have already told you, that money is required, money is important. It's not that money is not important. And once money is there, you feel that yes, you are having some strength. That doesn't give you happiness. Happiness lies in something what is related to your mind. What is related to your mind. And you have to be mentally, you have to decide that what is that thing that gives you happiness. You can purchase, like as Jitu has already told, that you can purchase a car, you can purchase a luxury house, everything. And there was a story also. There was a story. Since time is very short, I am not telling that story. And when I tell you, when I go to, there is an orphanage here, and when I go to that orphanage, and instead of having everything at my control, when I go there, I start crying. And that when I meet these students, these inmates, and do something for them, that gives me a lot of happiness. I used to go to that National Rehabilitation Center also, where this blind, deaf, dumb people are there. And whenever I go and I talk to them, in fact, I get motivated and I get inspired and I come back. So so happiness is not there in the material thing. Yes, material things are necessary. It's not that unmaterial things are not necessary, but happiness is not there.
So thank you very much, sir. So before I propose the vote of thanks, I request all the participants to switch on their videos so that we can have a photograph of all the participants. I request all the participants.
There was a question also from Patnaik sir or somebody, that if a close person, just a second.
Oh, Ashok sir. Hello.
Please, sorry, I got a phone call, so I could not avoid it. So there is a if your near the person has expired, then how can you be happy? There was a question.
Yes.
You have asked.
Yes, sir.
Sir, what can I tell you, sir?
Just because
person.
very difficult to cope up with the situation.
It's a very difficult question, and I can only tell one thing, that is the reality of life. And I'm not telling that you will not be unhappy. You will be unhappy. If anybody passes, then you will be unhappy. There is nothing new in that, because that emotion is there and that emotion has to be there. The thing is that how quickly you can come back from that situation. Somebody may take a 1 year time, somebody may take 6 months, somebody may take 3 days, 10 days time, somebody may come 1 month time and come back, because you can't change that situation. That is not there in your hand. So accept that situation. And I'm very sure that this is the reality, and you have to come back. That resilience will help you. And you have to, again, this is like a humps in the road, and you have to cross that humps. You have to slow down your vehicle, change the gear, and once you cross that, again you have to go in your vehicle with a full speed. So I am not sure whether I could answer to your satisfaction.
Nice.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Can we conclude? I have to go somewhere.
Sir. Yes, sir. I will conclude, sir. Okay. I think the most difficult part of the
smile, Sridevi ji.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your compliment. First of all, I would like to thank the management of BCCM for organizing such a nice webinar on happiness, the way of life in this current pandemic situation, which is highly essential for people to be motivated to be happy. Our resource person, Dr. Ashok Sahu sir, has rightly pointed out that the quality of life depends upon the state of mind. Emotions should not control you, but you have to develop resilience and positive mental attitude so that you can go ahead happily in your life. And I'd like to thank our alumni Jitu Prasad for sharing his experiences with the students who can connect to him and develop a positive mindset to be happy even in this adverse pandemic situation. And a special thanks to Mr. Sahadev Khatia, former MD OHPC, Dr. Shyam Charan Padi, former Director HRD NALCO, Dr. Subhendu Das, former VP HR PPL, Dr. Debabrata Das, former CHRO Tata Steel, Dr. Rajendra Senapati, VP HR OPGC, Dr. Navaghana Padi, National Council Member ISTD, Mr. Amya Patnaik, former ED HR NALCO, Mr. Chitra, Dr. Jarna Datta, Kolkata, Dr. Maushmi Panda, Dr. Ashok Das, Ravinsha University, Dr. Nargis Begum from Trident, Mr. Chittaranjan Sahu, Director NALCO, Dr. Manas Chowdhury, Madam Sanjukta Patnaik, Mr. Upendra Malik, OPTCL. I thank all the people for giving their valuable time and attending this webinar and making it a grand success. And you have also shared your views with us. I would like to thank our director and Dean Madam for giving the welcome address and setting the tone of the webinar. I thank all my faculty colleagues and the other staff members of BCCM with whose support this seminar could not have been successful. A special thanks to all the alumni who have joined today in this seminar and the students of BCCM for their patient hearing, and hope that you have learned how to master happiness even in this pandemic situation, because you had a lot of complaints. In pandemic is very bad and we are suffering because of pandemic. I think you have got good takeaways from this session. Thank you all the participants, special invitees. We could not take out the name of each and everyone, but I especially thank each and everyone from the core of my heart for making this webinar a grand success. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Sridevi, for moderating this webinar. It's very lively. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Ashok sir, it is excellent. I think Professor Chanchala Mukherjee has also joined in this program. Thank you. Thank you, Jitu. Thank you so much, Jitu.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you
so much for tolerating me for 1.5 hours.
Thank you, madam.
I learned many things.
Sir, namaskar. Thank you. It is excellent, sir. It's excellent.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
I am humbled and I am indebted to all the participants.
Sir, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's rightly, it is very timely, very, very timely, sir. It is required for all sections of people, and basically for the students, it is very much required, sir. Very much required. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. We'll try our best for your next session in NLP. We'll try our best how to cover everybody. Many of the participants, they could not join because
anyone wants my number and mail, you can share it also.
It is there, sir. It is already there in the screen.
Hereafter also I can answer those.
Yes, sir. It is there in the screen, and whatever questions will be there which has not yet been answered, we will definitely send it to you with with the participants. That we will do. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. I think you have another session. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank you, Madam Jyotsna, Madam. Thank you, Vishwajit. Manas,
Thank you, ma'am.
Manas, thank you so much. Thank you, Vishnupriya, Madam. Thank you. Thank you so much. Nargis, thank you so much.
Madam, namaskar.
Namaskar, namaskar. Nargis, are you there?
Yeah, ma'am, I'm here.
Manas, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, a lot for giving me an opportunity. बहुत बढ़िया लगा.
Thank you so much, Nargis. You are there.
Glad to see you, ma'am. Glad to see you.
It's a very short notice. I think 15 minutes before I said, and you
Still,
joined.
I wanted to be a part, and I wanted to see you. I could join. Thank you so much for giving the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Nargis. Thank you.